ba'd. Respected brothers and sisters, all praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting us the opportunity to come to His house. We ask Allah to accept our ibadah, forgive our shortcomings, grant us the ability to do as much as possible in these blessed days of the Hijjah. The ulama has mentioned the best days of the year are the days of the Hijjah, from the 1st of the Hijjah till the 9th or the 10th of the Hijjah, depending on the action that you're doing. And the best nights of the year are the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan. So as we go through these best moments, we should try to do as much as possible when it comes to good deeds. Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu anhuma mentions that there is no action, no good action that is performed any time of the year except that it becomes more valuable when it's performed in the days of Dhul Hijjah. And then Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu anhu said that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that if you can, and then there are actions that you can do. So as we are discussing about the importance of the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, pertaining to the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, the best of dhikr. And then this dhikr is going to continue until the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. And that is at-takbir, wat-tahleel, wat-tahmeed. To mention the greatness of Allah, the oneness of Allah, and the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that has been the takbirat that we recite, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar, Allahu akbar, walillahi alhamd. These takbirat are known to be the best of dhikr that is performed throughout the days of Dhul Hijjah. So what we can do is, and Abdullah bin Umar and other Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, they used to practice the dhikr throughout the entire first 13 days of Dhul Hijjah. So this dhikr can be done anywhere, at home, at your office place, at your work, business, wherever you may be. And the more that a person would recite this dhikr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him the great spirit of these days and grant him the great reward that a person is seeking through this remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This remembrance of Allah Azza wa Jal, it's combination of the statement of three individuals, three people. Number one is Jibreel alayhi salam, number two is Ibrahim alayhi salam, and number three is Ismail alayhi salam. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Ibrahim alayhi salam through his dream to go and sacrifice his son, and for 3 consecutive nights he saw the same dream after returning from Sham, coming back to Mecca, and when he saw that the child was grown and Ibrahim alayhi salam gained a lot of attachment to this child, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to test him, as Allah mentions in the Quran, Inna hadha lahu al-bala'ul azim, that this was a great test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, he spoke to his son, and eventually they went on to carry on this order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at the time when Ibrahim alayhi salam was slaughtering his son, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exchanged it with a sheep or ram from Jannah. And this exchange, when it was happening, it happened while this dhikr was taking place. So Jibreel alayhi salam, when he was coming from Jannah and bringing that ram, he started to say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And Ibrahim alayhi salam, in return to his statement, said, La ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. And Ismail alayhi salam, who was about to get slaughtered, he said, Allahu Akbar walillahi alhamd. So that's why this dhikr became the best of dhikr that needs to be recited, or that should be recited throughout these days of Dhul Hijjah. Now, of course, it is a voluntary action to recite throughout the entire 8 days of Dhul Hijjah. So from the 1st of Dhul Hijjah till the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, individually, people can recite as much as they want. And then from the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, which is Yawm Arafah, it becomes Sunnah Mu'akkada or Al-Wajib, according to Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, after each obligatory salah until the Asr of the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. These are the Takbirat al-Tashriq, which need to be recited during Ayyam al-Tashriq. So this is the best of dhikr that a person can perform or recite throughout the days of Dhul Hijjah to gain closeness of Allah Azza wa Jal, to have the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His great powers installed in the heart of this individual, and to praise Allah Azza wa Jal for all the bounties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. We ask Allah to grant us the ability, the understanding. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us the ability to act and try to gain maximum benefit through these days, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka.